What you get when you mix a little bit of basketball plus basketball great Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny and the Looney Tunes? Why, you've got Space Jam, and I'm about to review it right now to promote the release of the brand new sequel, Space Jam: A New Legacy. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 1996 live-action animated sports comedy flick Space Jam, released by Warner Brothers, directed by Joe Pytka, starring basketball great Michael Jordan, along with Bugs Bunny and the Looney Tunes game. The film presents a fictionalized account of what happened between Jordan's initial retirement from the NBA in 1993 and his 95 comeback, in which he is enlisted by the Looney Tunes to help them win a basketball match against a group of aliens who intend to enslave them as attractions for their theme park. There's also appearances by Wayne Knight, Teresa Randall, and even Bill Murray in supporting roles. Billy West and Danny DeVito headlined the voice cast. This would be the first feature film to be produced by Warner Bros. Feature Animation. It would also be the Looney Tunes gang's comeback to the big screen for the first time in nearly a decade since Daffy Duck's Quackbusters. Well, despite the film got mixed to negative response, who were divided on the out-of-place merits and the concept of combining Jordan as profession with the Looney Tunes characters, though some praised the technical achievement of blending digitally live-action and animation, particularly in the basketball scenes, and what have you. It went on to become a box office success nonetheless, and became the 10th highest-grossing film of '96. Now, just more recently, I didn't know this, there was an animated crossover sequel with Teen Titans Go that came on Cartoon Network not so long ago, last month. But there's going to be a standalone sequel coming up this Friday, and I'm reviewing this in order to promote the release of that movie, since Space Jam's anniversary isn't until November, but I'm doing this for a reason. So let's get into our story. In 1973, a young Michael Jordan tells his father, James R. Jordan Sr., that he wants to go to the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill to play in the championship team, then go to the NBA. A compilation of highlights from Jordan's basketball career, which includes highlights from high school, college, the 1984 and 92 Olympics, and the Chicago Bulls, which he played for, is followed by an excerpt from the 1993 press conference in which he announced his retirement from playing professional basketball to pursue a career in baseball, in which he is popular but less skilled. Meanwhile, in outer space, the amusement park Moron Mountain faces decline. Its owner, Mr. Swackhammer, sends his diminutive minions, the Nerdlucks, to Earth to abduct the Looney Tunes in order to develop new attractions. Upon the Nerdlucks' arrival, Bugs Bunny and the other Looney Tunes take advantage of the Nerdlucks' small stature and challenge them to a game of basketball. Through a documentary of the sport, the Nerdlucks learn that the sport's best players are employed by the NBA and accept the proposal. The Nerdlucks go around various basketball games in the USA, seeing the talents of NBA players Charles Barkley, Sean Bradley, Patrick Ewing, Larry Johnson, and Muggsy Bogues, who and soon they who empower these here nerdlucks and soon transform themselves into the large, muscular, and talented basketball playing monsters whom Sylvester dubs Monstars, easily intimidating the Toons and prompting Bugs to seek professional help. While golfing with Bill Murray and Larry Bird, another big basketball player, and his personal assistant Stan Podolak, Jordan is suddenly lassoed down a hole and into the Looney Tunes world. Bugs explains the situation to Jordan, whom hope is placed as one of the best basketball players in the world. Jordan reluctantly agrees to play after a confrontation with the Monstars insults his pride and organizes the Toons into a team called the Toon Squad. A female bunny named Lola, whom Bugs falls in love with, is added to the team thanks to her talents. Jordan sends Bugs and Daffy Duck back to his house to obtain his basketball gear. When they arrive, Bugs and Daffy meet Jordan's dog and kids, and are later seen by Stan, who follows them back to the cartoon world and joins the team as well. Meanwhile, the same incapacity of the five NBA players leads to worldwide panic that results in the season ending early. The players unsuccessfully try to restore their skills through practice, hospitalization, therapy, and prayer. The game between the Toon Squad and the Monstars eventually begins, but the Monstars dominate the first half, sinking the Toon Squad's morale. Stan overhears how the Monstars obtain their talent and informs Jordan. Bugs and Jordan rally the Toon Squad and dominate the third quarter using old school gags and Acme weaponry. During a timeout, Jordan raises the stakes with Swackhammer. A win by the Toon Squad would require the Monstars return their stolen talent, while a win by the Monstars will allow Swackhammer to make Jordan a new attraction for Moron Mountain for the rest of his life. Yikes. Alright, now it's that time again. The ending. You've got 5 seconds to stop this video. Like always, go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below to avoid any spoilers. If you've seen the movie already, continue on. Here we go. Okay, you've been warned. When 10 seconds left in the game, the Toon Squad are down by 1 point and 1 player due to most of them being injured from the Monstars' rough playing, leaving only Jordan, Bugs, Lola, and Daffy left. Bill Murray unexpectedly arrives and is recruited to fill the spot. In the final seconds, Jordan gains the ball with Murray's help, but is pulled back by the Monstars. Remembering advice from Bugs, he uses cartoon physics to extend his arm and dunk the ball, winning the match with a buzzer beater. After watching Swackhammer admonish the Monstars, Jordan helps them realize that they only listened to him because they were smaller. The Monstars encase Swackhammer in a missile and send him back to his amusement park. Giving up their stolen talent, the Nerdlucks are recruited into the Looney Tunes ensemble and drop off Jordan at his next baseball game. Later, Jordan visits the incapacitated basketball players and returns their talent, to which the players convince a reluctant Jordan into participating in a 3-on-3 match. 2 years later, in 1995, Jordan returns to the Chicago Bulls to resume his basketball career. End of story. So, what did I think of Space Jam? Well, it's been a long time since I last saw this movie, but I can tell you I've remembered watching it as a teen, and it's kind of a guilty pleasure. I mean, I had a lot of fun with it. It was really cool to see the Looney Tunes getting back on in a movie, but only unlike all their other movies, which was mostly compilations of, well, their various shorts and what have you, but this was much more cooler. The film became so big, it would later go on to be big on physical media as well, which that was really cool. Anyway, and more recently, it just came to 4K HD not so long ago. But anyway, I have to admit that this film was so incredible. Also, let's see here. Joe Pytka's direction wasn't too bad. The score done by James Newton Howard was pretty good. The rest of our cast, well, Well, the cast include Michael Jordan as himself, not too bad. Wayne Knight as Stan, really pretty good. Teresa Randall plays Michael's wife Juanita. Bill Murray as himself, and Larry Bird as himself. And the cameos by other players. Of course, our voice acting cast includes Billy West as Bugs Bunny, and as well as Elmer Fudd, and D. Bradley Baker as Daffy Duck, the Tasmanian Devil, and the Bull. I believe that would be the Bull from one of my favorite Bugs Bunny cartoons, Bully for Bugs. Danny DeVito voices Swackhammer. Bob Bergen voices Porky Pig, Tweety Bird, Marvin the Martian, and some others. Bill Farmer, who I do know was voicing a certain Goofy at Disney at the time, voiced Sylvester the Cat, Yosemite Sam, and Foghorn Leghorn. Granny, once again, voiced by June Foray. Then there was Kat Susie voicing Lola Bunny, who, of course, was best known at the time voicing Phil and Lil on Rugrats. And of course, she also did lots of other voices as well. But anyway, yeah, they were pretty good, but that's all I can tell you. It's it's pretty good. So, but one more thing, I almost forgot. There was also a soundtrack as well. I do remember getting this and what have you. As it became a big seller, the album reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and would go on to sell 6 million copies in the US alone. So it was pretty good actually. Its final some of its songs were released as hit singles such as Fly Like an Eagle done by Seal, which was a cover of the old Steve Miller Band classic, as well as two of its biggest hits, which were For You I Will, done by R&B teen star Monica, and was written by one of my favorite songwriters, Miss Diane Warren. But of course, it couldn't been complete without the ever popular "I Believe I Can Fly" by R. Kelly. Anywho, despite the mixed to negative response, Space Jam was a big success for Warner Bros., going on to make $250 million worldwide. Now, of course, its new sequels come out, so if I go see it, you will get a spoiler-free review of it later on this month, possibly this weekend, but details to follow, okay? So with that said, would I recommend Space Jam? Well, only if you are a big Looney Tunes fan, or if you like basketball. That's the only way I'd recommend this movie to y'all. So, but if you're not thrilled with something like this, then don't bother. But I think Space Jam's worth giving a one-time watch. So, what are your thoughts on Space Jam? Please tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of the sci-fi horror classic Alien. Excuse me. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, you may want to check out some of these other fun-filled movies. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of Daffy Duck's movie Fantastic Island, which that was one of the many Looney Tunes movies that came out back in the 80s. The upper right hand corner is my spoiler free review of DreamWorks Animation's newest attempt, The Boss Baby Family Business. Or if you want something else from Warner Bros., go to the bottom left hand corner for my spoiler free review of Scoob from last year. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.